my name is Lieutenant Nick Doyle and this is Staff Sergeant Rob Knight. Together we are Team Remy and we're here today with our robot Rhino.
From the fire service, Oblark.
Aluminium outer shell fitted with a pneumatic flipper and axe, 2 24-volt wheelchair motor driven, very quick at up to 18 miles an hour.
Hi, I'm Stan, this is Tom. We're members of the cadet unit at Whitney Forest Station, and we've got a magnificent robot called Oblark. Any of our opponents think they're going to beat us, we're going to extinguish their hopes.
Roboteers, stand by.
Megahertz from the Royal Navy and Oblark from the Fire Brigade. They're at the controls of Megahertz, Petty Officer Dave Robbie Robson. And at the controls of Oblark is Rob Heasman on the right. Rhino from the Army being driven by Staff Sergeant Rob Knight, Lieutenant Nick Doyle on his right, Staff Sergeant Phil Pott on the left. Sergeant Batch is in the arena with a long-range flamethrower and the pincers. And Matilda has the tusks and the 27-kilo flywheel.
3, 2, 1.
The Navy and the Army in the arena together, pride at stake, and the Fire Brigade with Oblark in there as well. Rhino crushing all underneath, it would seem. Or is Megahertz wedged in underneath in those tank treads of Rhino? Do you know, I think that's what's happened there. I think they're locked in underneath. Oblark having a look. It's got the lifter Oblark, it's got the axe weapon if it wants to. I think they're wedged in underneath there. Well, I don't think you've ever seen a Royal Navy boy and an Army foot slogger in a kiss and cuddle, have you? The Fire Brigade and the Oblark team, Rob Heasman and Stan Launchbury and Fire Cadet Tom Butler looking on and the ref box too, and now they're away. Megahertz from HMS Collingwood against the Rhino boys from the Remy Rhinos team from down there at Haysbrook Barracks. Turning, trundling, by far the bigger machine, isn't it? Rhino. And now pressing the release button. That's the pit there. Bottom of your screen on the right. That begins to descend. And Oblark looks a little bit cumbersome on the turn. And I wonder now if the services team are ganged up against them. No. It's the Rhino team doing all the pushing. And the Fire Brigade need not just a ladder or a fireman's lift to get out of trouble. They need a little bit of assistance there from the Royal Navy. Megahertz providing it. There you can see the Rhino team, Staff Sergeant Rob Knight, Lieutenant Nick Doyle and Staff Sergeant Phil Pott. Oh, and they go up and over the top there. Using the tank treads well. A little soldier on top giving an eagle eye out. There you can see the treads. And what's that got caught up underneath? Is that a battery of some sort that's dropped out? Who's in trouble? Steely glare, concentration. Oblark, I think the weapon has been immobilised. Well, I think the battery has gone from the bottom of the Rhino machine. It's dropped out of the casing. Oblark senses that too. The ref body's in there and they are counting out the Rhino team. You clearly saw the battery had come loose and the electrically powered machine has stopped in its treads. They're out. Rhino has lost its horn and gone. Now, of course, the house robots like Matilda can come in for a little bit of action. Ever seen an Army boy fly? You're about to. My dad was in the Royal Air Force. He used to say, soldiers don't like flying. And he was right. Flew through the air, and not with the greatest of ease. Those daring young men from the Remys. Crashing over. Out they go. Success for Megahertz and the Royal Navy. Oh, and a bitter pill to swallow, Staff Sergeant Rob Knight. All that remains is the broken dream, the tattered Rhino machine. I warned it might go back into the trenches, and it did. And the Navy boys loved that.
Cease.
Well, the army mascot goes up in flames after the army's hopes. The fire brigade and the navy, they go through, but let's hear it for the army! You're up in the front line for most of that.
Yeah, we were.
But then you conked out.
Yeah, we had a catastrophic power failure. Don't know what happened. That's all.
We had terribly high hopes for you. Best looking robot in the arena.
Yeah. But unfortunately, looks don't count, do they?
Looks don't count, yeah. I've found that out.
Yeah.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
We thought your robot was better than theirs.
It was. It is the best. It just had a power failure and lost all control.
They were kind of ganging up on you a bit as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, great competitors. Let's hear it for the army. Carry on, then. Carry on.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Mirror here. Looks don't count, son. You're out, Rhino. Oblock and megahertz go through.
So, two of our forces forced out of the war zone. It's brutal. It's barbaric. Hey, it's robot wars. But are we ready to lose two more? Then, let the semi-finals begin.
Well, congratulations to Anvil. You are through to the semi-finals. Do you know that you're up against the fire service? People that you usually rely on, no doubt, when you land.
Yeah, we're happy about that. We can dampen their spirits a bit. Our kill count's going up. We're going to nail them.
OK, they are looking good. Let's go and talk to Oblock. Well, Oblock, you are the only civilian services left in at this stage of the competition. You are up against the big boys. How do you feel about that?
What they are, yeah. I think they're a bit naive. They've even painted a target on the side of their robot for us to hit. And once we get that action to that target, all be over.
They've said that they're going to damp you down, though. They're confident.
Oh, I don't think so. Put them out of their misery.
OK. Team, go set the war zone on fire.
From the fire service, Oblock. From the Royal Air Force, Kinloss, Anvil. Roboteers, stand by.
Reflon takes a quick, eager look at Oblock from the fire brigade. Mighty 99 kilos. Rob Heesman there at the right-hand side, a mechanical fitter by trade. And Anvil from RAF Kinloss, Sergeant Mark Ellis, Carl Big Bird Walsh and Corporal Graham Robertson. In the arena, Sir Killalot, crushing claws. And alongside our Knight of the Realm, Shunt, can push just about anything. Fire Brigade, RAF, it doesn't matter.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Wonder if Oblock's lack of manoeuvrability will cost dearly here. They say it can get up to 18 miles an hour. I'm not too sure. Oh, and poorly steered back towards the very edge of the CBZ. It went into the corner patrol zone. That's why Shunt to bring the mighty axe down once and twice through the aluminium outer shell as if it was paper. And Oblock is turned over. Send out the ladders, send out the hoses, and try and rescue the fire brigade's Oblock. That's a great remake, by the way. Look at this again. A self-riding mechanism. Way up and over they go. Using the pneumatic flipper and the axe at the front. But can they right from this position? The Refbot's having a glance. Shunt a little push. In comes Anvil once again. Very low centre of gravity, Anvil. Can run both sides up. Resistant to shock, and also with those high carbon steel ramming spikes to create danger for Oblock. It has an L plate on the back, and I think there's still plenty of learning to be done by the fire brigade's robot. Tom Butler, Stan Launchby and Rob Heesman, who came to Stan's help, as Stan's robot was too battered to battle, they say. Oblock tries a little flick, sparks fly. I don't think there's great momentum in any way. They pin themselves onto the arena wall with their own axe there. Can they get away? If they can't move the weaponry, the answer is no. The Refbot checking to see if they're immobilised. nudging them back into the arena just to make sure. And Amble has pressed the release button. Down goes the pit there, left of your screen. Oblak is still just about moving. But the RAF boy is going to be sky high after this one, I'm sure. Oh, Oblak's weapon is gone! Or one of the weapons. That's the pneumatic flipper. I think its own sheer power then ripped the flipper away from the main bodywork. Damage may have been done by the shunt attack, but as it flipped up there, so off came the main frame of the flipper itself. And onto the arena floor, almost hitting our own ref bot.